Alright, let's get things started. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name's Tuck Tuck Floof, and I don't know, something on my mind that I've always wanted to start was a YouTube channel, and well, here I am. So, with that being said, I thought it would only be appropriate me being playing Team Fortress 2 for about 4 years. That would be the best thing to talk about. Is the Team Fortress 2 Pyro updated, an already milked concept to oblivion, but got some things to say to Volvo, and it's mainly regarding the spy. And I've already sent the email and everything, so I'm kind of just I want to make this video too, just to clarify, see if they catch it. They probably won't, because I have 0 subs and I just started today. But it's worth a shot anyways, I know. At least, I think so. So, I guess a couple of, just to start this channel, one, there's probably going to be gameplay in the background that I poorly edited my engineer, spy, whatever. Point across, I'm a spy main. I'm a filthy, filthy spy main. And I'm here to pretty much play multiple types of games. Like Overwatch, Team Fortress 2, Minecraft. I don't know, I got a whole bunch of games on my backboard here. I may even like get a friend to teach me how to play Hearthstone because I have it downloaded. I have no idea what the hell I'm doing in that game though. Just a couple of things about the channel is I'm gonna keep swearing to minimal, and the updating schedule is gonna be non-existent until things actually start to, like, the ball starts to roll, per se. And, yeah, that pretty much gets the point across of what I wanted to talk about. Uh, Onward to the actual concept of this video. Probably gonna name it, like, Rambling and Balance Changes, or Rambling and Update. Rambling and Jungle Pyro Update. So apparently the Pyro update is the jungle update that we had confirmed by multiple people, like Valve News Network and such. And first on the list of things is the panic attack. And their new design is to pretty much throw away the entire concept of it being pulled out, loaded up, and then just shot out like a beggar's bazooka kind of S thing. And have it have a 50% switch speed, 50% more pellets, 30% less damage, fires a wide fixed shot pattern, and then it grows with successive shots, so it's no longer reliant on health. This was needed. This is one of those that was needed. The ones that I'm actually going to talk about and go in depth to are the ones that I feel don't add up exactly the way I want it to. Like, the ones that I think are totally needed is Sandman. I love the Sandman changes they've added. They don't completely stun, but it does slow. The Bonk Atomic Punch actually having a damage ramp-up kind of thing, which is really, really cool of an effect. Damage ramp-up to slow speed. The Pretty Boy's Pocket Pistol pretty much got an overhauled buff, which is awesome. A Criticola is finally getting nerfed. Thank Lord Gaben. Please send out your prayers and throw your wallet at him because he deserves it on that one. The Atomizer's interesting. The Flying Guillotine's cool. Yeah, just stuff like that. And the Darwin's Danger Shield I feel is necessary. The ones that I really wanted to go in depth to, like I said, are the ones that I feel like are kind of weird. Like the Ambi. Like, throw away the entire concept of the Ambassador while you're at it. What they want to do is make sure that the first shot, the change actually is, or at least the proposed change is, the first shot's not perfectly accurate. So you're basically saying that a weapon that was built to be perfectly accurate and reward your accuracy is no longer going to be perfectly accurate, and now it's dependent on RNG. You're adding RNG to a skilled weapon, which is really dumb. I get that they want it to be viable for close to medium ranges, but it's the fact that you can hit those long ranges. Like, if you do that to the Ambi, everyone's just going to start using stock revolver because the spread's going to be more reliable and there's not going to be as much RNG, and you could still output a decent amount of damage because the furthest damage fall off for the stock revolver is -21 compared to the Ambi's -18. And you're not going to, like, just risk headshotting a medic in competitive from 2 feet away. No, if you have the chance to snipe them, then you're going to snipe them from across the map. It's a silly change, and it it's gonna make the Spy's revolver just the most used revolver in the game, which I wouldn't mind, because I am absolute garbage with the Ambi if you probably have watched this video long enough and you got this far. But it's dumb, it's silly. And then after that is the Dead Ringer. You're gonna notice that it's all gonna be spy stuff this video. Like, it's not even gonna be anything else, it's gonna be spy stuff, because I feel like it's kind of like, it was hit the hardest and hit the weirdest. And the Dead Ringer one is actually one that I think was needed. As a Dead Ringer spy myself, like, this is Uncle Dane talking about the whole proposed changes to the Rescue Ranger, saying it was needed. This is the same for me in the Dead Ringer. I use the Dead Ringer pretty much religiously, and I'd say I'm pretty decent with it, considering mine is like 15 or 13 or 14,000 dead rings on it. But it's needed. It was too strong. It was really strong. Like, the Dead Ringers kind of had this odd wave of buffs and nerfs, where it'll be super strong, then super weak, then super strong. And I think this one will finally be the one that'll balance it out to somewhat of a T. I think it's still going to be a little bit powerful, especially with the big earner, because you're basically giving the big earner an indirect buff with that plus 30 cloak on kill, which will make it amazing. It's pretty much yeah, it's pretty much exclusively going to be used with the big earner at this point. I feel it's needed. It could be hit a little harder, but not too hard, where the weapon can pretty much become the volcano fragment, which I really hope they buff in the next update, because that weapon is absolute trash. And the last one that I pretty much wanted to talk about was, guess what? Another spy weapon, the Eternal Reward, or the Ur, the Yer, the whatever the heck you want to call it. I use the Wanga Prick, because I have a specialized kill streak one. I don't want to get a strange Eternal Reward because I'm lazy. The changes are removed cannot disguise, but instead of the fact that you can't disguise at all, when you disguise, it consumes a full cloak meter, and it increases cloak drain by 50%. First of all, what the hell is the increased cloak drain? That's just not needed. The weapon's underused enough. That's just digging a grave for the damn thing. And backstab-based disguises are still free, which is dandy. I do like the whole non-kill disguise. Basically, it's giving you the first disguise, which isn't even that hard to get in the first place. If you want to buff it in any other way but this one, because this one was just kind of the dumbest. It was not, I wouldn't necessarily say it's the dumbest change, because, I mean, the soldier base jumper change exists, which I think is just super silly, with it being the air control being reduced. I mean, you are literally a flying target in the first place, and it doesn't really work that well. I call it market guarding trading wheels, for Christ's sakes. But it's like one of those things that it just wasn't needed. I feel like your Eternal Reward is a weapon best left if it was untouched. If you didn't touch the Your Eternal Reward at all this update, I bet you more people would use it, because the Dead Ringer got nerfed, and they'd actually learn to disguise more. Or it might just be used the same, probably. That's also a bigger possibility, probably bigger than the one that people use it more. But doing doing the removed canon, doing what you typed in, it's not going to make it any better. And yeah, wow. I didn't think I'd actually get this far. Well, that's pretty much all I wanted to say. Some things that I'm excited for is the Heavy's minigun firing, say 1 second of firing diddly doo-dah, which is interesting. The gloves of running urgently is also an interesting change, along with the eviction notice pretty much having an extremely similar change. The Rescue Ranger change I feel like was kind of needed, because it kind of takes away from the Rescue Ranger, but at the same time it kind of makes it a little bit more balanced and more risky. The Vitasaw, I'm really excited for. The Vitasaw's a really cool concept, because when you hit somebody, you get organs. Organs, like the instrument, not like what you have in your human body. Even though they exclusively tell you that it's what you have in the human body. But it's super interesting on how they completely overhaul a weapon like that. I do like how the crit heals is being applied to the Crusader's crossbow as well. I'm liking 90% of this update, but a lot of the spy was just not needed and not necessary. It was kind of silly. It was kind of dumb. And yeah, that's all I really have to say. I already went into depth. So I hope you enjoyed. I'll probably make a live commentary once I figure out how to adjust the volume correctly on Team Fortress 2 and my other games that I play, because I just did the live commentary type thing, and I am very new to editing and this whole YouTube thing. This is gonna be my first video, and it'll definitely show. But hey, I got time, and time is all I've got, and I'm gonna use it to learn, because I'm all about learning. Like and subscribe. Do the regular gibberish that every other every other YouTuber would tell you to do. And I will hopefully see you guys in the next one. My name is Talk Talk Floof, signing off.